Hey everyone, Richie and Gracie here. We just wanted to give you guys a mini update of where we are and what we've been up to. And I'm going to let Richie take it away.
Yeah, we are in Columbia Falls, Montana, near Glacier National Park. It's so beautiful here. We love it, near the mountains, and there's a reason that we are here. Some of you might have been watching us on social media worlds and thinking we're on like some extended vacation and all that. And so we wanted to just kind of give an update of what's going on in our lives for those who are wondering, because I know some of you are. And so we just went through an extended season of community living with the Miller family, Tim, Emily, and the four girls. And that was a blast and was really awesome. We worked on some extensive projects, which some of those we're still working on, and it was really an awesome time. But we knew about halfway through that season that we needed to take kind of a time of debriefing, if you will, and kind of re-examining what we're doing just in life and some different layers of life. And so anyway, we kind of ran through the finish line of that season, and we were in transition. Part of that transition was praying through what's our living and housing situation. And so behind us is this trailer. And so we found that, we've been praying about it for really 2 years, but this trailer behind us is now ours. We own it, and we have our truck, which we didn't owe anything on. And so we felt like, hey, instead of paying lots of rent, which we had been doing for the last seasons, and it was a lot of money, the rent kept going up, it seemed like, that we would invest in a trailer and only pay a third of the price each month and be able to invest in other things. And so really it was a financial decision as well as very prayerful decision, which we've kind of been waiting on the Lord about. He finally gave us the go-ahead.
During our time with the Millers, Rich and Tim got to spend a lot of time focusing on the preparations for the conference, the Tested by Fire, One Hope, One Boast, that was happening out in San Francisco. And while they were there, Rich had an opportunity to meet this wonderful family, Johnny and Gina Hyatt. And when he came back and he was talking about his encounter with them, there was just something that started to kind of stir in my heart, and like, man, I'd love to meet this family. And so when we heard that they were going to do a children's camp, both of us were like, yes, let's go. And so
We both felt like a press from
yeah,
God.
when I found that they had written a curriculum for children focused around prayer, my heart was immediately excited to meet them. And so that's kind of the thing that launched us into prayerfully asking the Lord, is this something that we need to do? Go to this children's camp and just be involved in what they're doing. And so we felt immediately that that was what we were supposed to do.
Yeah, and it was something that felt a little crazy and off the wall for us to go to California, just like to go for it, because we'd been kind of locked in New Mexico for so long, and really trying to pray through what's our first step with getting the trailer and trying to go into this season of debriefing and examining life in general, and just praying around certain different layers of life. And we felt like, as we prayed about it and we talked about, that this kids camp was to boost us or throw us into that season. And so we immediately were like, yes, we're going.
So after kids camp, which was awesome for our whole family, we took some time away just to wait on the Lord to see what our direction was from there. And while we were waiting on the Lord, Rich actually ended up, because when you're in RV parks, you meet all kinds of people.
All the time.
All the time. They're awesome. But while we were there, Rich had an opportunity to meet a gentleman who started talking about how awesome Glacier National Park was.
Really, he pointed out, if we wanted to get away or not be near people and be near the tourism of the national parks during the summer, Glacier is like a hidden treasure. It's kind of what he talked about. And I was like, yes, I don't want Yellowstone with like bumper to bumper traffic and tourism constantly. I want to go to a place that's kind of like that but still beautiful, and this was a perfect fit.
Yeah, very easy to be hidden away and wait on the Lord and be still. And so it was just interesting that he mentioned that particular park, because Richie had been talking about that was one of the places that he would love to go someday. And so it was just, as we continued waiting on the Lord and just praying, the Lord really confirmed that that's where we needed to be for this season.
Yeah, and just to add too, I think, Grace had mentioned how she wanted to go and see Montana at different times. And so that was really cool that the Lord kind of surprised us, because we thought we would be going to Yellowstone or Yosemite or some other national park. And it took us a little bit to get here, but we got here. and have been so thankful since. It's just been pretty awesome. So we've been here now for 3 weeks, close to 3 weeks, and it's been just phenomenal. A lot of time spent with the Lord in the mountains. We've had family days in the mountains. Instead of just going and doing other things that we might do other places, we have so many things we can do as a family outside and just clicking together as a family, and it's been so incredibly good for us as a couple, for us as individuals, for our family. Grace and I individually have been able to get out and just seek the Lord and just really allow Him to like connect with us in different ways that we've needed for a while. And then for the kids, obviously, for us to connect. And it's been sweet. We've actually been able to minister quite a bit as well, and talk with those around us who are here at the RV park. There's people that come and go, and there's actually a couple next to us, near us now, who were able to actually talk about the Lord the other night. And so that's been really, really awesome. So some of you might be asking us what's next. And really the truest answer is we're not quite sure. We do have a mobile home, a home that's on wheels, travel trailer we pull behind our truck, obviously. And so we can go anywhere at any time.
We even have had requests.
Yeah, people are asking us, come here, come there, which is really cool that we can do that. I think that there's a lot behind why we have a travel trailer. It's more than just cheapness of versus rent and finances. I think it's more than that. We're not going to go into detail into all that right now, but I think more than anything, one thing that the Lord is pressing on us, instead of like what's the next geographical location, is more about us taking this time to unwind some things that have been going on the inside for so long, that we've been so busy doing so much, and it's allowing us to kind of take a step back and zero in as a family, so that no matter where we land or where we're at, or even as we're transitioning and traveling, that we can still function as a family that loves well, so that we can live for the day of the Lord, so that keeps things in perspective, so that we stay humble, that repentance is at the forefront, that we're living the cross, all of these things that really deep down we believe and we're wanting to live out, just the gospel. And so this is the way that the Lord's asked us to do it. I don't think He asks everybody to do this by any means, but for us, this is something that we've prayed over and over and asked the Lord about, and He continues to kind of shake our world up, to keep us tightly gripping to His garment, or gripping to Him, and that's what we're seeking to do. And so we don't know the geographical locations, and at some point we might land somewhere for a time in our trailer, maybe not in our trailer, but for now, the Lord's really kind of cementing some things as far as a family, some core basic functions of how to live, how to do things, so that whenever we do go wherever we go, we can do it well, with Him and not on our own strength.
Yeah, one thing that I really like that Rich said, that I want people to really understand, is that not everybody is called to do that, like to get and live in an RV. But I think the one thing that the Lord has been teaching me just over the past couple of days is He's just been reminding me that His leadership is perfect, and He knows how to lead me. He knows how to lead you. He knows how to lead us. To prepare us for His coming. And so He's really been reminding me that I can trust Him. You can trust Him to lead you, and this is how He's leading us. And and it's not something that's easy, and that's good.
Yeah, it's actually incredibly difficult, but we want to be faithful witnesses at the day of the Lord, and this is definitely the way the Lord's leading us to make us into that we were desiring, that we've been praying for, and preparing us, for all that's ahead.
So be careful what you pray for.
It's true. So what that means is we are going to be on the road, and you could see us at any point. I mean, we were just in New Mexico, the Southwest, month and a half ago, something like that. And we were in California, now we're in Montana, and we could be attacking the East Coast anytime, so be watching for us.
Dun, dun, dun.